Let's talk about the second biggest mistake that I see people make with their roof wind damage insurance claims. So my name's Mike Keeler. I'm a licensed public adjuster in the state of Florida. If you're unaware what public adjusters do, they represent you, the homeowner, the property owner, against your own insurance company to make sure and help to get you the money that you need to repair, rebuild, and replace everything that was damaged from a particular loss. Okay, so we're going to be talking about how the second mistake kind of blends in with the first biggest mistake. They're almost like brother and sister, really, when you find out about the second biggest mistake. So make sure you watch this video as well. The first biggest mistake. This is one I did the other day. And I think once you pair them together, you'll be better prepared for what to expect and whether or not and how you should, whether or not you have a claim and how you should approach that claim. Give this video a like and please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more exciting videos like these. So the second biggest mistake people make is when there's a leak coming from their roof, or maybe the flashing or some other areas, and it's coming into the house. And it's causing water stains on the ceilings, right? Or along the walls. Now this becomes a problem because if it's not associated with what we talk about in the biggest mistake video, the number one biggest mistake, that was about the date of loss. But if it's not from a wind or hailstorm, it's probably not going to be covered. At least anything that involves your roof. And I'm going to go and explain this. So rain is not covered. Thunderstorms aren't covered. Now when I say not likely, unless it's some freak storm that you can show has over 50 miles per hour wind. And that happens here in Florida. Maybe in other places too. Texas, Oklahoma, things of that nature. But the biggest mistake is people call in and they talk about the damage from inside their home from rain. Some type of water leak. So this is going to pay close attention here to what I'm about to tell you, because it's very important and you have to make a decision. So the water intrusion from a storm, depending on your policy, could be covered. Now that doesn't mean your roof, if it's damaged or has damage, will be paid for by the insurance company. All right, so let's talk about that again. You can have water intrusion in your home, and that could be covered depending on your policy. But that doesn't mean your roof, if it's damaged, if it's old, will be paid for by the insurance. Unless, let's go back, unless what, folks? Wind or hail. So I constantly repeat my messages in a lot of my roof claim videos so that everybody gets it and they're more educated. Because this is the way insurance companies deny everything. All right. So let's go a little bit deeper on this. I want to go a little bit deeper to help. So the water intrusion could be covered. Doesn't mean your roof will be paid by the insurance. It's pretty big to know. So what you're going to have to determine, and this is where things get tricky, and this is why I want you to pay attention. So this now, if you make a claim for the water intrusion, I'm going to guess it's probably not going to be that much. Minimal damage. All right. You have to weigh in whatever your deductible is It won't be a wind deductible. It'll just be your regular deductible other than wind. So let's just say it's $2,500. I don't think if you have 1 or 2 rooms and you just need to tear out a ceiling and paint it, you're going to be talking about a lot of damage. So I would say do not file the claim. That's right. Do not file the claim. Unless you can prove a substantial wind event. Okay? Here's the reason why. The reason why is you want to save your bullets for when a true storm hits. Because what's going to happen, there's a record now of you making this claim back on, let's just use today's date, okay? 2/16/23. This record's going to be carried throughout, and they're going to say that you made a claim for your roof. So now guess what? Let's say October 1st, 2024. Hurricane comes in Florida. And this applies to any state, really. So they're going to say, wait a minute. You had a claim back here for your roof. You already had damage. So this is how insurance companies get people. Right? So why complicate a good claim with a small claim, an insignificant claim? I hope this makes sense. I hope this makes sense. Okay, so let's wrap this up. Let's just go through once again. The second biggest mistake people make is calling the insurance company about a leak they have in their house, saying it's coming from a rainstorm, a thunderstorm, heavy rains. Remember, we gotta trace it back to a wind or hailstorm, mostly wind. And then they're gonna have a track record if you do file that claim. They're going to see, and it's going to show that it's a roof claim. Even though maybe your roof is not really damaged. Maybe it happened to be a leak behind a flashing. That's coming up. Look at it this way. It's really no different than medical records. So if you complain of a headache and neck pain, and you've had it for a year and you're getting treated by a doctor, then 2 years later you end up in a car accident, and they look back on those medical records, and they said, wait a minute, 2 years ago you had neck pain. You were treated for a year. It's the same thing with this. Make the claim count. Make the claim worthwhile. Make sure it's big enough. Like I said, if it's a couple wet spots, yes, you should get it fixed, but you shouldn't file the claim. Unless your roof is really damaged and unless it was a real substantial windstorm. Because otherwise you're going to be in with a fight. It's going to be a low or small claim and you're not going to be happy. No matter what public adjuster handles it. No matter what attorney tries to help. Right? So hopefully this makes a lot of sense. Hopefully it does. And I hope you enjoyed this video. So my name again is Mike Keeler. I'm a licensed public adjuster in the state of Florida. If you have any questions or need help with a claim, this is how you can get a hold of me with my cell phone, email, and feel free to visit the website. Thank you for watching.